All right, yeah, you eat that cookie all up and you babysit my life for me and make sure it works. So I'm currently testing the live because I don't know whether or not the live is working. TikTok is not being very kind to me lately. I explained it all in a video. Go back and watch the video that I posted on TikTok. I'm going to be posting this live on YouTube. So if you have no idea what I'm talking about, just go to TikTok. If you have TikTok and search Author Andrea, and you will find my videos and you can go back and look. If you're not on TikTok, then it probably doesn't matter why TikTok is being mean anyway. I just want to point out this book right here. Just want to promote this book right here. It's called Dating and Dismemberment, a monster rom-com by A.L. Brody. I just want to use this live moment to promote it. I'm going to post this. I know there's nobody probably in here right now. I just wanted to promote it because I'm going to post this live on YouTube. Absolutely awesome book. It was funny. It was, I mean, there's just so much about this book. I'm going to be doing a full review of it very soon. I've been having so many issues with TikTok. I wasn't sure if I was going to do it strictly for YouTube, if I wanted to wait and see if TikTok resolved its issues and then do it. But I will be reviewing this very soon. However, I would highly recommend this book. It's really good. It is a monster rom-com. Basically, you can get it right here on TikTok in the TikTok shop. If you get it from the TikTok shop, you can get a signed copy from the author, A.L. Brody. Also, he goes by Jason Pinter. I hope I said that right. But he's here, like I said, on TikTok as well. But you could also get this on Amazon. You can either get it on for your Kindle or a hard copy as well. So there's a bunch of different ways you can get it. But I have it for my Kindle, but I also have the hard copy because it's so pretty. But anyway, I just wanted to, because I really like this book, I wanted to kind of promote it a little bit. But now I got to get back to working on my book. Hey, Bindi. Actually, I have a couple books in the works. Right now I have a nonfiction paranormal book with a publisher as we speak. It's in queue for editing. There's a few books, obviously, that they're working on ahead of mine. So once those are finished, mine will be in the next round for editing and then release. And when I say true paranormal, it means I'm a paranormal investigator. So I compiled a lot of my best cases, some of my spookiest cases, a few of my most sentimental cases, and then I just basically wrote them out from my journals about the cases, and I compiled them into my first book about the paranormal. It's educational as well as spooky because they're ghost stories, and that book is going to be released. And depending on how well it does, I might release another book on the paranormal. And then I'm working currently on my first romance novel because I have this idea for a romance novel in my head. It's a clean romance for those anti-book talkers out there. It is a clean romance. So yeah, this is appropriate romance. And then I also have a horror novel that'll be in the works. Again, I want to see how my paranormal book does before I start working on the horror novel. But I'm working on the outline for the horror novel as we speak. But I kind of had this idea for the romance novel in my head. So I really, really wanted to work on that first and get that at least started before I started on the horror novel because, horror is such a different genre, and I just don't know. It's kind of I don't know. So I figured I'll start with the romance, see how I feel in the romance genre, and then maybe dabble with the horror and then see where I'm more comfortable and then just go with the flow. But so yeah, I have a couple, my feet are dipped in a couple different wells right now with Book Talk. But yeah, TikTok is just being really weird with me lately. It's being weird with a lot of people. There are several different people that I follow who are saying the exact same thing that I did. Hi, baby. I have no room for you up here. With my computer, no, you, oh, Kent, with my computer, you cannot sit up here with mommy. I'm sorry. Oh my, and so you're up here anyway. Kent, you're sitting on my computer. I have no room on this chair for you. Oh, baby, here. Do you want a cookie? I'll go get you a cookie. But I have some medium creators and bigger creators as well, small creators. They're all saying kind of the same thing that I've been saying about something's really wonky right now with TikTok. A lot of it, I think, has to do with their change in terms of services. They're cracking down on a lot of things, and because some of it is gray area wordage, I think they're going to be doing a lot of censoring that's kind of worrisome. But I think a lot of it too is just growing pains, because they're starting to enact certain things and they're adding certain things. And whenever they do that, I think they just kind of go through growing pains and they have to work out the glitches. So I'm remaining pessimistically optimistic. I don't know. Here, I'll go get you a cookie. Come on. Come here. Ooh, don't trip me, bub. Come here. Okay. Okay. Oh, tay putty tat. Oh, tay putty tat. There you go. There you go. Now you just relax. You just relax. Let mama do what mama gotta do. Here, eat your cookie. Here, eat your bone. But yeah, it's, I don't know what TikTok's doing, but I'm going to start focusing on the tube. And depending on how the tube does, I may also try to... No, you stay away from that bag of cookies. And depending on what the tube does, I may also try to focus a little bit on like maybe Facebook and Insta. I hate to start over on new platforms because I worked so hard to get to where I am. Like here, I finally crossed the 1,000 threshold. And on my other account, which is at Haunted Gal, that's my other TikTok channel, which is about the paranormal. I am almost to 10K. You know, so I worked my butt off to get like to 1,000 here on Book Talk. And on my other channel, which is the paranormal, another very small niche content, I am so close to 10K. I'm almost to 8,000 now. So I'm really, really close to my 10K goal because I wanted to get to 10K before my 20th anniversary in the paranormal. And now TikTok is doing this. And it's the same thing over on my paranormal TikTok channel. I'm having the same issues over there. I post a video and either it gets violations and they take it down even though it doesn't violate any terms of service, or they let it stay up but it gets 0 views, and then I try to like throw a sponsor on it by, you know, maybe $10 for a day, but then it says, oh sorry, you know, you can't do that, it violates a term of service, so it's not sponsorable. But then they won't give me my money back. Like I say, okay, well I want a refund, but there's no way to get my money back. I've tried everything to get my money back, including opening a ticket. I cannot get my money back from them. So I have $20 over on my Haunted Gal account. I have $20 on my author Andrea account. So there's $40 out in the ether and I have nothing to show for it. So I don't know what's going on with TikTok, but I'm so frustrated because I feel like I have to start all over on YouTube. I have my at author Andrea Mars, which is my YouTube channel now, and I have my at Haunted Gal Mars, which is my YouTube channel for my paranormal. So I have to start completely over on YouTube. And now I feel like I'm going to have to maybe even move over to like Facebook and Insta. And everyone knows how fun it is to try to deal with Meta. So I don't know. I just hope that TikTok works itself out, because if they don't work itself out, I don't know what I'm going to do. I hate starting over after I've worked so hard to build up what I have as it is. Kent has decided he is going to move, so I guess I will move Kent too. So, all right, Kentaroo. Let's see here. Let's see if I can. Kent, you're supposed to be sitting here babysitting my camera for me. And you are not doing a good job, buddy. There. Okay. Keep babysitting while I'm working on my book. Oh, are you serious? You get back up on that couch. Get up on that couch and go, no, absolutely not. You are going to go and lay down. And what was that? Whoa, get up and lay down. No, absolutely not. What has gotten into you today? You are the weirdest dog. You are not helping. You are not helping. No! No attacking Mama! No attacking Mama! Why are you attacking me? Typical man. Typical man. Oh, Kent. Come on, buddy. Come on. Jeez. You babysit the camera while Mama's working on her book. Trying to test if TikTok's even working. I can't get any views on my videos. Maybe see if I could get anything on the live. Right now, like I said, I'm working on, well, my other book, my paranormal book is already taken care of. That's already in the, that's at the publisher. And it, since it's a nonfiction book, obviously that's in first person, my point of view, because nonfiction based on my work as a paranormal investigator. When it comes to the horror story, I'm thinking the horror story is going to be in the third person. That is just going to, I think that's going to be a given. I think the horror story is going to be in a third person point of view narrative. As for the romance, so many romances that I've read. I have read a lot of romances. Thanks to starting Book Talk. I mean, I have read a lot. If you go to my Book Talk channel, you will see reviews for a lot of romances. And all you have to do is just go to my profile, and then there's that little flag that will take you to the playlists. I've set them up in different playlists. I have like reviews for spicy book talk. I have reviews for clean books. I have reviews for the urban fantasy romances and action adventures. You know, I have everything set into nice detailed playlists to make it easier to find. But you'll see that I have read a lot of romances, and most romances are structured in first person point of view, alternating point of view. Like either it's the male main character or it's the female main character's point of view. But then there are the situations, there are the cases of third person point of view, like if you've ever read the Bridgerton series, that's written in third person point of view. So I don't know. I don't know which I prefer. I really enjoyed the Bridgerton third person point of view. It had been so long since I had read third person point of view narrative in such a long time. I mean, it had been such a long time that I actually really enjoyed it. But I'm so used to reading the first person dual point of view that I just don't know. I don't know. Because now I think, well, if I'm so used to it, will other people be used to it? and be thinking, well, if that's what they want to read. But then I'm thinking, well, but then I really liked the Bridgerton. Like, I'm so used to first person narrative, but then when I finally encountered a third person narrative romance, I really enjoyed it. Maybe that's how other people will feel. So I don't know. I'm really debating that. I know my horror novel, if I do decide to go through with writing it, is going to be third person narrative. But I don't know how I'm going to handle this. I'm writing it in the third person right now, but I might switch up and start a first person narrative and see where it flexes. See, like, does it feel more natural in the third person, or does it feel better in the first person? And then switch it up and decide, like, halfway through, like, okay, I'm going to rewrite this in the first person. Or, you know what? I liked it better in the first or third person. I'm going to change it and just rewrite this first person narrative back into the third person. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I've written the prologue. I finished the prologue, the really rough draft. This is like the first really super rough draft of the prologue. It's in the third person narrative. So I'm just going to kind of reread it, get a feel for it. I might rewrite the prologue in. Where you going, bud? I might rewrite it in the first person and then just kind of compare and see if maybe do it that way instead. I don't know. I'm not sure which I'd prefer. Buddy, what's the matter? This dog is so camera shy. It's like he knows the camera's on him and he refuses to stay. But whatever. I've also picked my book names. I'm going by my real name for my, for obviously my true paranormal stories. For anything that is going to be nonfiction, I'm going to go by my real name. And then, what? You better not be drooling on my blanket. And then for romance, I don't know what I'll go by. I have to pick like some kind of a. I have to pick a name for my romance and horror novels. Different ones too. Whatever. I gotta pick something for my romance and then something else for the horror. I can't, use the same ones. But hey, don't drool. Why are you dripping your water all over my blanket? Come on. You are so weird tonight. You are weird. You're hyper. I could see it in your eyes. I took him on a 1 hour walk in the morning and a 40-minute walk in the afternoon, and he is still hyper. Before anyone asks, I have no idea what he is. I sent out for a DNA kit, and I took the swab, sent it back. As of the 9th, it's lost in the ether. I'll have to go to the post office and ask if I can get any money back, or ask if they could track it somehow, because the tracking said it left Oak Creek, Wisconsin on the 9th. And that's the last I've ever heard of it. I've been tracking it, and it has not moved ever since. We are coming up now in like 10 days, or actually it's over 10 days now, and it is not budged. It's not, I have no idea where his sample is. I don't know if it's any good anymore even, so I want to get some money back because they lost it somehow, and see if I can buy a new one and try again. But yeah, I have no idea what he is. The rescue where I adopted him said that he might be Cairn Terrier, but he's really long. He is really tall, and he's got bowed legs, kind of like a basset hound. And my groomer said that he's got Yorkie fur. So, but he's also very huge for a Yorkie. So I don't know. I don't know. I think he might be chupacabra mixed with a coyote. I don't know, but I'll figure it out eventually one day. One day we'll figure out what Kent is. But he's mine. That's all I know. He's mine. Anyway, I suppose I shouldn't procrastinate and get to work on this book. But I'm procrastinating. Yes, I'm procrastinating still, Kent. I wanted to pick up Dating and Dismemberment. I was looking inside Dating and Dismemberment, a monster rom com by A.L. Brody. I love, like, right inside where it says, like, names and characters and places are, coincidental, purely fictional, that kind of stuff. Like, and then usually it'll say when it was published and, all of the legal stuff. I love, I love this. Like, listen to this, though. The following is a work of fiction. All names, characters, places, and events, incidents, monsters, dismemberments, calamities, beheadings, mayhem, and carnage are either the product of the author's imagination or used in an entirely fictitious manner. Any resemblance to actual persons, living or dead, undead, partially dead, semi dead, mostly dead, dead inside, or resurrected, is entirely coincidental. All rights reserved. This book may not be reproduced or distributed in any manner without the express written consent of the author. You should ignore this warning, or should you ignore this warning or pirate this book, may a plague be rent upon you in the form of a terrible rash that not even aquifer may clear up. I love that. I love his sense of humor. I seriously love his sense of humor, and you will get that sense of humor throughout this entire book. I mean, this is a good book. Um, yeah, I like this. Kent, Kent. You slurp louder than a girl. Girl dogs slurp that loud. My Yoshi used to slurp that loud. Goodness gracious. For those wondering why he wears a diaper, I'm renting this house. And he is a street dog. We don't know his history. The rescue did not know his history. And the only thing they knew is he came from the streets. Um, and he still isn't completely potty trained yet. He's getting really, really good about it, like super good about it. But being that this is a rental house, he still has a few minor accidents. Like if you don't catch him immediately and he's got to like go, he might like dribble. So it just like but he's getting super good about his asking to go potty, which is like really exciting. I'm gonna be buying a house, hopefully, like starting to look in August or September. So the diaper will go out the window, and he'll be potty training the normal way. Is that Maximilian Schell? I'm watching. I think this is Hamlet on Mystery Science Theater 3000. I love Mystery Science Theater 3000. That was like the epitome of one of the greatest shows ever. I can't tell if that's Maximilian Schell or not. to say that this is Hamlet. Oh, yeah, this is yeah, unused in an episode of Mystery Science Theater 3000, or used in an episode of Mystery 3000. Yep, this is Hamlet. That is Maximilian Schell, 1961. Let's see, it was used in an episode of Mystery Science Theater 3000, and this must be new to Pluto because I've never seen this on Pluto before until like recently. Hmm, interesting. All right. I'm still like, okay, I'm still like, okay, I've got to stop procrastinating. I've got to stop procrastinating, huh, Kent? I don't get why this was on Mystery Science Theater though. This wasn't the worst version of Hamlet. I think one of the worst things when you're writing, especially if you're writing fiction, is trying to name characters. And what's funny is like I come up with the names of like the side characters so easily, but the names of the main characters suck. Like I hate the name of the main female character that I came up with. I have the main male character. That one isn't so bad. But the main female character, it sucks. I don't like it at all. I mean, it's terrible. And the best part is, I had a name. I had a name, and I lost it. It like went in my brain, and then it turned to mush, and somehow slipped out my brain, and it's gone. I have no idea. And then I came up with this, and I hate it. But I don't know. I'll leave it as a placeholder for now. But I just keep thinking of like the Bex Hansen thing. I don't think she's posted a video since everything went down. She turned off all of her comments from the author bio video on, from like ever since she like talked about the author bios, and then all the way on she stopped, like she turned off all those comments. And then she, after the very last video she made was that poet video. And then she just stopped making videos, and it's been a long time now. I think she just finally, I don't know if she just finally, I don't know if she just gave up because she was just, I don't know if she just like said it wasn't worth it, or maybe she finally understood, or I don't know what's going on with her. But as I'm writing this, I keep thinking like, I'm looking at this line that says the sky was gray and threatened rain, and I keep thinking Bex Hansen sitting there saying, but how was the sky gray? What color gray? Was it slate gray? Was it a dark gray? A was it like a ship gray? When you say it threatened rain, was it because rain was in the forecast? Had it rained earlier? I'm gonna take this out. I'm gonna change this line. Wait, he died? Damn, I gotta brush up on my Shakespeare. It's been so long. Okay. See, I can't stand my main character's name. I don't, it doesn't fit. It doesn't fit. It doesn't fit. My main character's name doesn't fit. My main female character's name. I like my main male character's name. Like I have it in my head. I wrote it down before I lost it. I like it. My main female character, I don't like it. It seems clunky, I guess is the word. Like it seems clunky. I don't I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Oh my God, Kent, I can smell that over here. I can smell that over here. Oh my God. Okay. I've got to think of a different name because this is so clunky. Um, ah, I'm trying to think of what would be a good. You know what? I'm gonna go to a baby book. I'm gonna go to a baby book and just like start randomly looking up girls' names. Amelia's cute. Common though. They use that a lot in books. Let's see. Here we go. Name Mary. Popular baby girl names. The Golden. A, B, C, D, E. Obsidian, isn't it called Obsidian? Obsidian? A, B, C, D, E? Obsidian? The origin. All it says, like, aria, origin, Italian and Hebrew, means air, song, melody, lion. Arden, origin English, meaning valley of the eagle, high. There's Audrey, origin meaning English, the meaning is noble or strength. Adeline, origin is French. It's the diminutive of Adele, meaning is noble or nobility. And then there's ABCDE, I think it's pronounced Obsidy. Origin, American invented name. That's all it says. There's no meaning to it. It's just American invented name, and that's it. Alrighty then. That's cute. This one. I've always liked the name Amara. It says here that it's Arabic, Sanskrit, means grace in immortal. I love that. I always thought that's a pretty name. You know, that one right here might be nice. I'm going to keep that one in mind. I like that one. I want to look that. And what would the nicknames be? You know what? I might go with that. I might go with that. Let's start with that. That actually might be a cute name. I like that a lot better. But now what's a last name? See, and that's another thing is coming up with last names. It's like, ugh. It's like trying to name a child. You know, when you're coming up, that's what it feels like when you're trying to name a book character. It's almost as hard as naming a child. You know? It's like, because like these characters in your books are almost like your babies. Like, you're giving birth to a life. You're giving birth to a character. Hey, buddy. My mushy. I love you so much. My baby. Where's your lammy? Where's your lammy? Where's your lammy? There's your lammy. Yes. Yeah. Where's your cookie? Want your cookie? Want your cookie instead? No, you just want more pets. There you go. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. You are being such the goodest boy. Yes, you are. You're being such the goodest boy. Yeah. What? Just relax. Okay. All right, now I gotta go back and figure this out. All right, last name. Gotta figure out a last name, bub. Let's see. First name I like. I finally figured out a first name and I like it. Now we gotta figure out a last name. Let's see. No, what? That last name might be. No. Well, you know, let's try it. I'm gonna try it. What are you chewing on? Oh, you're sleeping. Okay, you're gonna just sleep down there then? All right. Should we go turn off the live and see how it, you're like, no, let's just do whatever. Okay. Let's just see if TikTok did anything. Whoop, if it even promoted this for us. Oh, 15%. Our battery's almost dead. All right, how do we end it?